Donko aba pahusima ediasa and I'm mobibia aha mawakwaba ede eba Cstv news at 24 esumre aso esa insama etregu o maimu obi mansunde wie yasenkungwa yede ebe somo sekasiye na nsemnu me mayehwe de ebedimu titima ankasa make say NPP amanyekonu ede awetu eja ese national executive election no ebeba so October 3rd emusem so obete na afe yebeko laboni inrada tututu obi ekoso ewo laboni achese Robes bese miensa anase mienu omantimi afemu atwa nananom ewo insiede musem so yede ebeba besomo Saren's Dream Jewelries, Amstel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, KS School Limited, NAB Apartment Hotel, and also Crystal Direct Pet Shop. Amono so yasinde yede kasien so ede eba besomo na hye so ese obenya kasei bi ahwe ewoye abe fifide tintai so Facebook no Cstv GSL so YouTube Cstv G okwa like channel fen so forward trend so eto asem pem no yeba kenkan ni na ede amawo ede am jeso mame ama bafo amayenda husma yeba ede munchema nankasa ebeso. Mena say ya share kasia no aseyede ni ekwa kochiremu ewo osunu kokroko amanyoko no NPP amanyoko no na make say impendufo ede abawetu edwa ochirebu ese national executive elections ebekoso no ade se October 3rd anata jumedie no ebekoso na owura titiri ni awoda amanyoko no national election committee Frederick Opare ansa achira insemu essay.
We will be impartial, we will be transparent, we will apply the rules fairly and firmly. We will provide opportunity for legitimate grievances to be heard through the established processes. And we will work to deliver an election whose outcome reflects the freely expressed choice of the delegates. The process begins next week. From the 17th to the 22nd of August 2026, will be opening and closing of nominations. From the 23rd to the 27th of August will be for filing of nomination forms. The 31st of August to 3rd September will be for vetting of aspirants. And on the 3rd of October 2026, the election proper will be held. The National Elections Committee welcomes healthy competition. Competition for leadership is part of the democratic character of our party. We therefore expect aspirants and their supporters to campaign vigorously for the confidence of delegates. But we also expect that competition to be conducted with respect to one another, respect for the party, and respect for the rules governing the election. At the end of this process, there must still be one new patriotic party. No individual ambition should be greater than the collective interest of the party.
Na ora Frederick Opare ansa ekasawie cheno sanso ede etu edwawo chiremo ese nomination fee no wa obeko for national chairman na chese 50,000 Ghana cedis na ubetria na so vice chairman ede 30,000 na general secretary position no so 25,000.
Nema yina na ko wiwi se form ne de wo ba beto anye free o se kwa chia de fa o de sika na ere Tuesday open national chairman a DDR o form no car da ho 50,000 Ghana cedis. Also be the vice chairman and so 30,000 Ghana cedis. General secretary on the go ne dinim also 25,000 Ghana cedis. Na position ahoro aka ni na 10,000. Na mum say Oracle youth organizer, women organizer, and Nasara organizer dia. Atanga till so ama or the 8,000 Ghana cedis. And she said, well, Sikai, which me as you Sika and Casadiaba, which means why a check. I would did Sika at the Abre committee in our Hanwaju form now. Pesa Oba, which me I download the form no our party in the website so. Now, mum, or the form no reba file now Sika.
Ora Frederick Opare ansa na yekote and kan na yebefro na yedeni atremu ewo insemfo from yekojidemu ewo laboni na indrada etututo bi ekoso ewo laboni ama meka sei nipa mienu afemu atwa nananum ewo insiedu nani se ma for miensa bi achese omukopie mu ewo laboni na chese omayo madwen se GCB Bank, Eco Bank, and a so Zenith Bank no anka wako hono wako omakwa kuwiamu na nemom a police for de inhwehwemu anase nti ye bi ekoso ama cheso omukopie mu ewo sabia ewa inde ameka sei nipa mienu etimi afemu atwa nananam ewo insiedo na nipa baako a cheso no ya friend se Augustine Okechukwu Mazi ono pe na chese wantimi etuo no entimi anka na pepe ya ka sei de aposufo kiremu edia oda aposufo kukuma chese nhwem mapanso ekoso na wasansem kroya emu wana wade woni kochi amansa ehunu bi akiremu ese wabra tutu no ekoso no ade se nipa baako etimi efemu enyankwa na mbom nipa mienu a chese na waso ete ehwan nimu no ade se etuo ni bi eka wona wonso wotimi eto nananum ewo insiedo emunsem eni
you see one person die
ya ha ewo ye duty post wa ana ete se etuo bi etoto ewo akire anum eben ye eti ama ye rush se ba behwe de enti etuo ne etoto ba ye no na ase police for na car bisa nti no na police no amatene tu na hwe car no so say hands up say nipa ewo mu no mumpie free car no ba driver ni no so amanye de omampie free car no nti omo ya omadwen say ombedwane nti minim say omo ya ho omo hye da nim area no nti police for ta omo top wo sa no omo san be fa omo ya omadwen so omo sa be fa ha abepe kwan wa ha nti omo du not know we say na security cancer national security for so edikan agada wa hadada ntombe tom na say hey stop na still na no person mu yifa na tuo no police for the shot so woni o ntomo to na police for no so ayede ato ntomo ni o to sana la show no police for no enwene wo mo enti omuku nipa mienu wo dem de mani hu ye de police for no bibia kwa wie o mu yi o mu frika no de mu yi nipa mienu a na on de no mo awu
enti ya jina be 15 minutes time no you don't want say car no free ya sa anobes car no of free ya no of the get no to chi get green on took that a Corolla green no the nechi to mudru na eti say hey stop be them no eti car no jina na pick up the national city for the no na pick up Tundra green enti ho na omonim no ball no ko transfer no no go to gotam and another for no almost to gone almost to one and now we no to gina na fe spray carry sa spray carry class no say yenti obia kan bio and na ogo twi obu free car no enti me mu say do say running driver no ya bonechi ni kon echi tu no ye be tu form a e ma ye nyina ye hu ye omo twi ni free mu afi de ba ko so wo mu ya boni nan affect ni nan but third one no as no so the between can and na person join na mo ball no back no so
And the course so in rather wall laboni no ever in crime pupuni matemina ye free and seminal eso na ye ni atremu ever in sem fufromu Dominic ayini doctor and another omokopiemu ever bogatanga jumede bi course and no crack ho bie and opening akasa wo tremu ese wo hwe agenda 111 na feso National Cathedral chese ye hwe nim say ye betimi esi na esonso me akoso no wase agenda 111 no enho hia pass ye besi ewie sense ye de National Cathedral no ye besi ede ama oman Ghana na ma yentin sema Dominic ayini doctor ede etudwa no ebi.
Gentlemen, the other thing that I want to say is that we have an uncompleted agenda 111 hospital here in Bolga East, and I have been on the neck of my colleague, the health minister, to ensure that it is completed. Today, I have to compel him, by the powers vested in me as Attorney General of the Republic, to disclose to me the list of districts that have been included in the Agenda 111 completion program. And when he asked his his IT people to pull it up, there was Bolga East, Zorongo listed on it. So, Mr. President, it is better to complete Agenda 111 than to spend money on a national cathedral. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you may laugh, but there has been a resurgence in messaging about the national cathedral by very eminent religious people. I want to say this. The money that was spent on the National Cathedral, from the report of PWC that was presented to me just last Friday, and Mr. President, I'm sorry about this because I have not briefed you on it yet, but I have the report. You don't build a house of God in the manner in which they went about it. That is all that I can say. But the important message is that the money could have been used to complete the district hospital.
Na my free and no esoni for any entremo ewo in sem fufromu na Ghana Association of University Administrators ede ebetu just say omba be o eche ni nane se sika bi a chese ewo se mpenifo ehwe na ye de ema won anya de se ye de ama won enu nam so ma oswafo wo hwe nyuma padie so mechire eye labor minister Rashid Pebo ede nsema ba betu edwa wo chebo ese ewo sa so ye no anase ekuo no wonya abotewe sanse mpenifo eguso a ede nyoma egu akwem se ne be ye wo sika akedwem no ye betime ede ama won.
Issues have been presented to us, in fact, long before the strike. Let me first of all commend them for waiting up to this time. I will still encourage them to have still waited, because issues that touch on the economy don't just reflect a demand. When you ask for something, it doesn't reflect a response, immediate response, because the economy is a machine that works. Its financial period of operation is a whole year. So once an issue is taken into consideration, it takes a period of time to manifest into real action. So the finance minister has taken consideration of everything, and we are moving towards finalizing response to make sure they are fully taken care of. Within the period that will be, that it will work into the next budget, because as the finance minister said, he has considered it. In fact, everything is done about it, except that he has to finalize and sign a document for it to operate. And that's why I'm saying that I commend them for waiting, and I still commend them if they would keep waiting until we finalize issues. So my response to the Gawa leadership is that they should continue to wait until we take the decision. There will never be short change.
Way a onimunya for Rashid Pebu or no air so for share in money apadi sem so na okasa we cheer and na fair wages and salaries commission penny kwantre for that Dr. George Smith Graham so they said to a jawo treble as anamotua chese gawa etimi esi se wo beye oyechre ninina efa wo sikase bi ehun tinu openi ede ababetu edwa wo trebu ese oyechira chese mpedifo ayese wo ba beye no entwa ye kra.
Because we work with the unions, sometimes I'm very uncomfortable discussing them in the media. But for me, I think what has happened with the strike of Gawa is very unfortunate. We've sat with Gawa and concluded negotiations with them, and they've signed. The academic senior members have also sat with and concluded negotiations with them. In union matters, this comparison does not matter. For them to come and say, we've looked at what others are taking, and so it is unfair that you negotiated that with us. They are a unique group, administrators. If they deserve any conditions, they are supposed to put the package together. They are not supposed to ride on the back of anybody. No salary administration in the world does that. And that is very unfortunate. First of all, we only consolidated the numerous allowances that have been created around the interim market premium. That's what we did. They had only 2, and we did a consolidation. The academic senior members had 3, and they are already benefited. They are taking orders. So we don't understand where the challenge is coming from. And we believe that it is something that we will need to address, even moving into the Independent Monument Commission. The administrators do a different work. The academic senior members do a different way. This comparison doesn't help anybody.
And until Dr. George Smith Graham or no Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, Penny Quantrefua, or da a horn, na Yebe Jansen with Suna Yada Yahuteba, a Judimus 70 dia kitchen so in the vessel.
The manager of Crystal Jorek Pet Shop. Here, we have varieties of pet foods and accessories. When it comes to dog foods and cat foods, we have everything. We have the 25 kg pellets, the 20 kg, the 10 kg. We have Happy Home, High Performance, Dog Chew, Jack Pet Food, GC Puppy and Adults, High Retrieval, Happy Canine. When it comes to the leashes or the collars, we have everything, whether small, medium or large. We have their supplements, their vitamins, fish oils, medicated soaps, and their tablets. We also have the flea and tick sprays, their refreshers. And when it comes to their bowls, we have different types of bowls. Stainless or plastic bowls, medium, large. We have their traveling bags, their bathing tubs, their towels, and all their chains as well. We also do breeding of dogs and cats. Whether you are looking for poodles, puppies, any mixed breed, we have them. Foreign cats too are available. When it comes to their treats, we have the big bones, we have their biscuits, we have their snacks, we have our locations. One is located at East Legon American House, adjacent KB Clay, near Intifo Avenue Street. We also have a branch at Blue Lagoon, Sacramento, opposite the Ghana Poultry Farmers Association, General Anchor Street. You can contact us on 0243 03 2066 or 020 473 8175. At Crystal Jewelry, we will always want your pet to smile.
Maya Samo Bibia Aquaba Bio, that's why I share we are print to break us here. I will see Cstv. So they do so a dear mo and sem nanwada and not just say oko or my moon rashe bejufia. A cocoa board just say a day a bill be a buyer. Say I was simply for a quasitina bill. It's me a pass and pampa and peniful it's me a quasitina much as a bill. Or to me a pass or my moon. Mrashe bejufia now ya passi ye tre and a man for be a keka SB na ya passing. Ya de say babe ha eye koko for the pa ye. Nande ya make us say penny country for wada eye koko board Dr. Randy Abe ababe kasa wochemu SB no e de say babe boa na ahye koko ejuma for no kenase ne be ya koko ejuma chese omo boda ne dan ni nanu and so it's me etumpo my yentin sema wade etudwa ebi.
The success of the reforms require the cooperation and participation of all stakeholders, especially members of this chamber gathered here today. It's therefore unfortunate, still speaking about the bill, that we have persons or group of persons who have gone on a misinformation and disinformation drive. For instance, you take the issue of protection of cocoa farms. In all our consultations and meetings with farmers, and I'm happy that they are here, you go around and the two key things that stand out in your interaction with them and what they want done are about prices and the destruction of cocoa farms. We got to BBNE and a group of farmers came to us and informed us that 3,000 hectares of their cocoa farms were being destroyed for the setting up of a bauxite refinery. Every single week, I receive petitions from farmers who come complaining that their cocoa farms are being destroyed for one activity or the other. If it is not mining, it's lumbering. If it's not lumbering, it's real estate. What this new bill seeks to do is to deal with this problem comprehensively.
Ora Randy Abena Yakotene can never flow ni atremu ewo obe my so elsemu yedremu. I was South Africa mine emusan sem achese beto edwa reparation a so amachese omangana kore ebi ekan yen Nigeria mine so ebi etimi ekan won na South Africa mine in the ebo amane ese reparation so sikabotina chese mutimi eseye ewo ho $18 million nende amode ababeto edwa wo chirebu ese sa sika wo seye ni nanum ewo free a year a bibri atoya afem ahodwa manfo ekotena South Africa mainma was so with me emma won eba wo efiefe na wo chirebu edia amine be to say Malawi Ethiopia na fensu Nigeria wo hwe ne mi say wo de won sika and so beba besom anase beba bedom. Now my uncle Agudiemo na Director General at the National Sports Authority yaw ampofu ankra nende wakasa wochiremu esempenifo egusua ehwe se baba yawara sports stadium no enchekra yebehwe na yetimi ewiese ne be ya 2026 2027 no akense ebekoso no yebetimi akoho akogro.
The regional director, and she has assured me that it will be ready. I think we're looking at 4 weeks from now. We've seen the work that has been done, and work continues to be done. The sprinklers are now working in unison. I think the problem in the past was some were not working, they were not functioning, so they've all been done now. So water, which is a critical factor in making sure the grass, breathes, grows, and stays sturdy, will not be a challenge. We need to commend, the Ashanti Regional Directorate here at Babayara, because in the past, when the sprinklers were not working, they had to resort to, fire service and other means to make sure that the grass doesn't totally die. And one sure that we are abreast with international standards when it comes to the maintenance of our pitches and our facilities. So yeah, I'm positive that her assurance means that we will be ready when the league kicks off.
Oraya ampofo ankra na yakotere ekana oswafo no ehwa agudebo so Kofi Idi Adams and they wo bo amane ese abayinu ayese sika chese omode Black Queens no ade se nde ayekase what is scanning na ede akwa akoma mbaba na mayenti sema openi ede etudwa no ebi.
I have read a couple of comments and statements from them in relation to some welfare matters. I believe that what, as a ministry, we are supposed to discharge, we have discharged fully. If there is anything that is outstanding, that is to do with some sponsorship that they got, which is yet to be concluded and to reach them. But the ministry have done fully what we are supposed to do.
Kasi na ewo enijediemo SM ohima Messi 2026 tahila experience no apaho etuma endrada ana chese wotibi apaho etuma na sajubedie no ebe hwase September na bosome de beto so edumiesa wa fimpinu ni eduonu ensiemu na ebe hwase ana se ebe koso ewo oil dome Paris chapel oho anasa dwumedie no ebekoso ewo.
Right, we started with our 30 days fasting on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook. You can find on Hima Messi 12 noon and then in the night at 9 p.m.
And Tijimedi nebekoso ewo Royal House Chapel Oil Dome and no NHS Sajumedi no ebekoso ewo Tahila Experience 2026 yapaho and Tumana and they kase eboabo anu na no yedi ebesi ewa Hasaris Dream Jewelries Amsel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing KS Rafimes Co Limited Amsel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing Jure Crystal Jure Pet Shop Omuno and also almost ya sinde de kasieso ade ebeso mo na edi amijeso mame ama bafua macro.